Last time we sat here, you were like, oh, I'm thinking about moving out this year, and then boom, put that out to the universe.
Boom,
crash bang wall,
unemployed again.
What happened? Can you share?
Obviously, everyone knew what was going on by me at that time.
How do you know?
I knew. I was told after. You played for Ireland and all that, and I was like, yeah. Wasn't happy with that. Didn't even get a real dinner that. You know, right? It was just like rage, just pure rage that I went and played. I sat on your bench. And you're not putting me on. I was like huge attitude group of squad, so I was told to get it.
That's got to hurt at the end of the day. Can you understand why managers would look and go, I can't look at that?
No. At the end of the day, people will say, yeah, you're not good enough. It wasn't Barcelona in the championship, man. Mark. So, whatever. Hi guys, welcome back to Ruesha. It's me. I've been in Florida, getting away from my troubles, escaping reality. But I'm back to face the music again. It's emotional. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I only do it when I'm only doing the media, because it's just a waste, if not.
Nothing's a waste when it's a waste.
It's all
in your image.
We're off at football, there's no point. Oh, I need to, no point.
Well, honey, what football have you got?
Not much right now.
I mean, I just think that it'll be good for you to have.
See, you guys sitting there with a banner like that, honestly.
Just sometimes. I've just woken up basically, so who cares sometimes, you know? But then I suppose your image is everything in this life. And
No.
you know, I wish I had someone who just dressed me. Do you ever have that? Like someone who just put your outfit on for the day, and that's like,
Take your shoes off, honestly. Take it off the
this
list.
fucking house.
If there's started putting out shit for me to get for podcasts.
What, she's styling you?
Yeah.
Right. We're still friends?
Yeah.
That's cool. You've been friends for a very, very long time.
I know this is running. And you're trying to out me for having a friendship.
Some funny friendship though. That's the thing, I couldn't date today.
Why?
Because you don't have...
One, probably nobody go near you.
Honey, we all know I'd be a hot ticket in this
I
town.
don't think so.
I think that dating now is not what it used to be, because no one goes up and speaks in a bar. Nobody like makes the conversation. Everything is done on apps, which to be fair I've got a problem with, because a lot of people have met people on apps, but I just don't understand why people can't have actual conversations anymore. Can you have conversations? Don't tell me that big hair's back.
What is that?
What?
It's just a bit of fluff.
Fucking hell.
I thought, oh my god, she needs a shave. Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's different days now, isn't it? It's different days. I used to think, when I was out of my last relationship, I used to think, oh my god, the thought of getting to know someone is brutal.
Can you tell your
Doing
catfish
all
story?
that. A what one?
Your catfish story?
Oh, I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad.
She's got catfish.
I didn't get catfished, but I met this girl, right? And I'll not say where we went, anything like that, in case she sees it. And basically she was like, oh, so you do football, blah blah. She had a different job, and I was like, do you like football? She's like, no, not really, but like, I've been to a couple of games before with my friends, they like football.
Red flag!
And I was a bit like, suspicious. And then next time, obviously I don't go out with her again. Not long after that, she starts popping up on my TikTok. And she's fucking sitting in the Arsenal end at the Emirates. She's at Bournemouth behind the goal in the stands, wearing Arsenal tops and shit like that, singing songs. And I'm thinking, you done me here, but I fucking knew it. I was like, something was off. So she was wailing on goss, of knew what happened.
What is so funny is that...
So she would turn around and be like, oh, so suddenly I started liking football.
You made me get into
me.
Arsenal.
But I'll tell you, I was a big Arsenal fan. I'm like, yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Aye.
Sounds like someone was out to do the old undercover.
And then I was coming home from the airport after playing a England game, get a text. And she's like, is that you at the airport? And I'm like, shot Corey, you've been here supporting England, so you support England and all? And you've been to a game that I...
And you made me buy you a drink?
Shit, she actually got the drink. So
what's so funny is that Rue said later, I was like, so because it wasn't like happening, how did you leave it? And you were like, you basically just told her to hurry up and finish her drink so you could go.
I didn't say that, but I was thinking
Something
drink
along
a
those
drink, Nanny, because I was up in the morning. That sounds really nasty now, I'm not being a bitch, but yeah. Anyway, she lied. I could out her for being a big liar.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, this is true. That kind of stuff, I used to turn up and be like, okay, I'm not sure about this, and then just be like, well, that's the end of that then. Like, but you would almost say you would say to the face, that I remember saying to people before in the past, like, yeah, this is not happening.
No, I'm just like, don't lie about what you're into. You know I play football, the world knew what happened at the end of my relationship and you actually support Arsenal? You're mad, Gimp.
And like, what happens? You're mad, Gimp. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. That was weird.
I don't understand people who pretend like they don't know a situation. Like, there's somebody at the minute who, you know loosely, but I know kind of more, and I'm like, why are you acting like, I'll talk to you off, right? Why are you acting like you don't know the situation when that is the fucking situation? Because you fucking put yourself in it, you big fanny. Right. That kind of stuff, like people who act like they don't know a situation is like...
I get like you don't want to be like, you meet somebody like, oh, I know you live in that house because you might look like a creep. But then I'd say at some point,
there's lies
to it. But yeah. Don't just lie about weird shit.
Yeah. Speaking of...
Anyway, moving on from that.
I'm pretty sure last time we sat on this couch, we had a little therapy session, you were like, oh, Kath, I'm moving out this year. Sorry, just let me get cosy because I'm for the old... I need to get my hips a bit sore, you see. I'll just tuck them into your butt. Last time we sat here, you were like, oh, I'm thinking about moving out this year, and then boom, put that out into the universe. Boom, crash, bang, wall.
Unemployed again. Moving out nowhere. I'll be moving in here for life. Would you pay me to just be like your nanny, your maid?
Yeah, but I've got a feeling you wouldn't take your duties properly.
Fuck off. I am very good at my duties. I have, but I've been really slacking on the cleaning front right now, as you can see, that couch. But you've got cleaners now. You just don't. You're just a bit sloppy, but
I do my best.
To be honest, I don't know if I'd be arsed doing that for you right now. You just irritate me with going around in circles, cleaning up your mess, piss me off.
I have a busy life though, I have actual shit to do.
Yeah.
And like you, who used to claim you were busy when you used to go and lift a weight once a day, every other day off feet. Like, I can understand now how we're in this situation.
I went to work but didn't work, kinda. It didn't work out in the end.
How, like, what happened? Can you share?
I believe so. I'm going to need to tread carefully. But I believe I can stick to the facts, which I know are facts because I know they're facts. But anyway, yeah, I don't really know what happened. There's like a few maybe layers to it, a few stories to it. But the last piece of the jigsaw, the puzzle, is that the same?
Yeah.
Was I was basically told I had a meeting, and then the meeting got cancelled, and then I had it a few days later. And that was that. I went in and it was a manager, GM, and I brought a player in to... Obviously everyone knew what was going on by me at that time.
How do you know what
I knew? I was told after. But I was like, okay, went in and it was basically just like, this is what's happening. We are terminating your contract because we hugely have to improve the squad, and that's it, kind of, not really up for discussion. And that was it. That was literally it. So I was a bit like, oh, I knew something was off. I knew something wasn't right because of previous conversations we had, and then things kept changing. So there was a conversation before, literally I came back from camp, we played the Wales games, came back, and then I had a meeting again, and it was pretty much like, you played for Ireland and all that, and I was like, yeah. And Ferris was like, I understand it's a big competition and you had to play, but and then you're not available for us. And I was kind of like, he's on and on. I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, you're not available for us, we have to manage you and blah blah. And I'm like, well, Ireland managing too. I just don't train as much and try and get through as many minutes as we can. wasn't happy about that. Didn't even get a well done of that for playing alright. It was just like rage, just pure rage that I'd went and played. And yeah, you're not available for us. And I was like, well, what do you mean? He was like, well, I have to manage you the only games like you were available were what? And I went, well, I only had to be managed for the first 2 games back when I hadn't played. So I would have had like set minutes, which is normal for someone who's not played a lot of minutes or returning back. And so I was like, so I was available. So I've been available. So I don't know why you think I'm not available. I'm sat on your bench and you're not putting me on. So I don't know why you're having a go at me for that. Either talk to your medical team or you're not, I don't know, or you're not on the same page, what's it, but I'm sitting on your bench available, so how am I not available? So you picked the team, you've not picked me. Anyway, it turns out they hugely had to improve the squad, so I was told to get to.
How does that feel? Because I mean that's got to hurt at the end of the day. Like, so your situation, let's be honest, is pretty particular. Like, you need to train on certain days, you can't, your load's particular to manage your Achilles tendonitis. So do you think, can you understand why managers would look and go, I can't work with that?
No, because I think in this modern day, people were like, I'm a senior player now. When I roll back the years, I was available. So this is going to happen to people coming up and through when you're playing a lot more, you're playing full-time football. I don't think you can expect everyone to be on a pitch 6 days out of the week, 5 days out of the week. Everyone's different. At the end of the day, we're individuals. Treat us as individuals is what we need. That's where the guys' game's so far ahead right now. And let's be honest, guys also have different bodies from us, where they can cope with the demands a lot more. I am available, if you know what I mean, but I have to be managed. That won't change now. Even when I'm good, I have to be managed, because you might just spike a bit too high and then 2 weeks later I'll be like, oh, back to square one. That's how it works. So for me it's frustrating, but I could say I was frustrated early on. I get it at the start. There was a big turnover of staff, new people in. People try to do what they thought was best for you. When I was saying, this won't work for me, this won't work for me. And then right away, I'm back to square one and have to go through the process of trying to get a better place. If I was listened to, I believe I wouldn't have been in that position in the first place. But I understand people were doing what they thought was best, but I was kind of like, look, I'm 34. I know what's best for me right now, so listen. Didn't happen, so here we are.
Like, if I said to you now, my head is absolutely banging, or oh look, I've got an actual physical broken arm, right? Or my hands are fucking twisted because I've got whatever cramps or psoriasis, not psoriasis. What's the other one? Arthritis.
And psoriasis.
Put that on the list as well. You'd say, right, go and take it easy. You know, so if you're coming in and going, I have this really bad flare up, if this happens, if we do it this way, this will happen, and you're not listened to, well, is that not the point of what we've been able to encourage, especially women's players, to talk about today, is to be able to know your own body and be able to know how to speak out about it? So why do you think it wasn't listened to?
I don't know. I think it's just a preference. That's how they were used to doing it before. So that's how they want it to be. I feel like the club was in this place of women's health, and they wanted to promote women's health, and you know, you've got your honour rings on, you track cycles and stuff like that. But I'm like, they might not listen to players if they need to be managed, which is baffling to me. But yeah, there's that. That's it. At the end of the day, people are going to say, yeah, you're not good enough. That's great, they're entitled to their opinion. But it wasn't Barcelona playing the championship, man, Mark. So whatever.
If you're trying to get another job, you can obviously.
Well, I think that's a problem now, anyway. I think we already know, and I was already told about that anyway. I was told earlier on in the season, I had another meeting to be told that the people that had came in, the managers and that came in, they were already warned about me beforehand, about what I do away from football, what I do on social media, podcasts, and the powers from above don't like that. They weren't happy with that. So I already feel it's going to be a problem. I've seen that before. Some people, everyone wants control of what players do these days.
But if you want to still play football, would you stop?
No, because I'm never going to change for anyone. We already know that. I would
we know that, yeah.
Stopping my beliefs and my values. I'm sorry if I would talk about tampon, or have a glass of wine, or have a joke and I carry on. I'm going to keep doing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's me, and that's maybe probably my greatest downfall. I'll always be me, or maybe I could play the game and maybe I wouldn't be in this situation, but fuck that. We'll see
Believe
what
in
happens.
yourself
Yeah,
and
I
fuck
believe
everyone
myself.
else.
I'm never going to be a robot.
But don't you think would the situation be different if you weren't doing podcasts, do you think?
Not saying it would be, but you never know, I guess. Well, it'd be a weird thing to say to someone earlier on in the season about that, if it's not a problem.
And then when there's lots of changes happening.
And don't get me wrong, let's touch on the fact they brought a quality player in. There is a quality player that has come in, and young players too. And that's a great place of girls. The girls in that place, I loved some of them, had such a great time over the last 18 months, so many giggles. And I wish them all the best, and I hope they do get promoted because they want to go on that journey. But yeah, I think at the same time you've got to look after people and remember that people are people. But I guess if you're now going in that direction, that's the way the club wants to go, you've got to suit the mould of the club too. And that's fine, but yeah, good luck to them all.
Were you hurt?
I think I had a day probably where I was like, what the fuck, like, that's bullshit. Because basically after one of the meetings I'd had after camp, it was like, let's crack on, January, let's hit the ground running. And then basically before Christmas, like literally 2 days after that meeting, I was told go out on loan. I said I'm not going out on loan, and then it was right, we're terminating your contract. So it was a bit like, right, come on. Because let's be honest, how they played football, I liked. Training, I liked. Everything's technical, everything's with a ball. I love that. I could do what they wanted me to do, let's be honest, in the football, but it was clear that they weren't going to let me be involved, and maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe I wasn't good enough, that's it. But yeah, good luck to the girls and stuff, and some of the staff there are good eggs, and they've got a style, and I believe in their style and what they wanted to do, so good luck to them. No hard feelings, but maybe we lacked a bit of class in how they dealt with football. And that's it. Okay. But guess what? I'm not here to have a pity party.
Yeah,
no one will stop me.
Let me get some Kleenex.
No one will stop me.
Give me a mop up these tears.
Let's go.
What is the plan now next, Drew? Because you still want to play football, right? What do you want to achieve? Because whilst you've not got a team, it is bloody hard. Carla Ward's in Ireland now. We spoke to Carla, like, what's her plans? Does she want you as part of the team? Like, are you allowed to, you can't even talk, I don't know.
No. Basically I think as of Monday, I'll go out and I'll see if I can sign on. Hopefully you'll cut my rent.
I was planning on upping it this year.
You've done one here because I can't afford to live right now. So, that's what's annoying right now. I feel like in football I've still got so much to give. I know it's coming to an end and I'm very aware of that, and that's fine. You don't play football forever, but you're going, I don't like the way it's been taken away from me, almost. And now I get it's a choice between doing the media and doing my podcast and being me, or maybe not playing somewhere where I want to play and I might have to start dropping down the leagues. Do I want to do that? Not really. The one thing I wanted was to be able to play for Ireland and really try and get to 100 caps as a personal achievement, and like that would have been, obviously we didn't get to the Euros, so it was like, right, what's next? And like trying to get to 100 caps would have been cool. It would have been a personal achievement. Will I get there? I don't know. I don't really know.
But you still want to get there?
Yeah, I'd love to be able to get there, but right now it's looking a bit unrealistic. I need the team. And you obviously need to be playing at a certain level to be picked for national team. So that's the way it is right now. But things might change in the next week or two. You don't know what's around the corner. But I still believe in myself. Maybe I'm absolutely cuckoo, deluded, brainwashed. But you've got to be a little bit in this world, don't you?
I do think so. I think you have other things that if it were all to go away tomorrow, football, which, like you say, that's kind of happened with the situation with London City, and that's the bit I'm hurt for you as well, because okay, you had 5 months, 6 months to go till the end of this contract, that it could have been result of promotion and then the opportunity to maybe be sounded out by someone else. Yeah, now you've got a mountain to climb again in terms of getting another team and someone who can say, do you know, I'm going to take a punt on a 34-year-old, nearly 35-year-old who does have Achilles tendonitis, who does in mind talking about Tampax and tampons and minge on podcasts. You know, you're putting yourself in a pool there, which is kind of hard to get a manager who's going to want to take a punt on that.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it and you can really channel the energy and, I don't know, pick up the phone and work the room, I think you will get it, kind of thing. And then hopefully you'll get 100 caps. How many caps are you on?
I think 86 or something.
I think you've been saying 86 for a long time.
Yeah, there was a few there, but I think then I was injured, so I wasn't in camp, so it was like 80 something for a while.
Right.
But
So
you're not games there.
You're not a million miles off it.
Not a million, but
And if you can be part of the team that helps them on the way to World Cup,
yeah,
that would be the best
Yeah.
thing to happen. But oh honey,
We'll see what happens, eh?
We'll
We'll
just-
see what happens. But this
it's
is
not
just
simple.
football. This is another day in the life of a shite footballer. So, what are you going to do?
I don't know what we're going to do with you, honestly. I don't know what you're going to do. I just, you give everyone like a worry all the time.
Well, I'm good. I'm okay. We go again.
We do go again.
Nothing in this life is easy.
No.
You get back on that saddle. Give me a yeehaw.
Yeah,
Yeehaw. So,
Cowgirl.
yeah. But that's that. That's that, Cass. So we'll see what's round the corner. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the therapy. And we'll see how much has to be edited out of this. Hopefully not so much. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, please subscribe, and leave a comment.
And
We're
if you,
hitting YouTube hard this year, troops.
if you want to send us some money as well, like,
Actually, everyone, because I'm skint now, so send me some money and nudes. Thank you.